Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to try on some new makeup. If you saw my last video, I talked about a number of luxury items that I hauled recently, but never got a chance to feature them in a video. So we're going to put a bunch of them on today. We're going to start with first the Chantecaille Full Brow Perfecting Gel Plus Tint. And this is in the shade Dark. From this, it does look like it would be a really great match, but with my brows, as you can see, they're darker than my hair. My hair is color treated. I find that usually with brow gels or even pencils, 1 or 2 shades lighter than my natural brow color is typically a better match. But we're gonna give this a try and see how it works or how well it works. I'm seeing good color from it. Just gonna concentrate on putting the product on. I'm gonna fix the lines and any extra product after. I would say the bristles of this brow gel is pretty rough actually compared to my Beauty Counter brow gel, which the spoolie is softer, like noticeably softer. Okay, well, I kind of overdid my brows here. Let me fix that. And my go-to is a Q-tip. This should be fairly easy to clean up. So what do you guys think of that? I'm going to try to taper it a little bit more at the ends so it looks more defined than it does now. And I have a feeling I might need to go back in with my Q-tip here and just better define those lines. I do think in terms of control of the product and how easy the spoolie is to work with, my Beauty Counter brow gel works better. The color is just fine actually. It is deeper than what I have with Beauty Counter. They call it light in their shade. Let me just swatch that for you real quick. So this is Beauty Counter in the shade light. And this is Chantecaille's. Chantecaille's is warmer. Beauty Counter's is cooler and has a bit of gray in it, and this is more red undertone. Both shades actually work well for me and my hair color. The only notable difference is just the spoolie. This one is smaller and has a bit more give. It's also softer. And the Chantecaille one is bigger and it's quite stiff, so you could really feel the bristles kind of brushing on your brows. Formula wise, I'll have to see if they wear about the same, but it's already settled down for the most part. I really don't seeing it move throughout the day, much like the Beauty Counter one. So I'll have to update you guys in a future video how these brow gels differ in terms of like long wear, if there is a difference. So next, let's get right into eyeshadow. I am so excited to try the Chantecaille Mermaid Eye Color, and this is in the shade Starfish. I did swatch this for you guys in my makeup haul video. So I'm just gonna go in with a finger to apply the shade. And it's really, really easy. There you go. And I'm going to get a brush to buff this out. And this is a blending brush from Sonia G. Just the prettiest, the easiest to blend and apply. And I like to see what it's like to apply the shade with a brush. So I'm going to go in with a paddle shaped brush here, and I'll apply it on the other side. Seems like it picked up quite a bit of product. And then I'm going to blend out now. I think we can use more product on the left side. This is gorgeous and it's so easy. It doesn't matter if you use a brush or your finger, you're still gonna be able to blend this out really nicely. I will say a brush gives you more control over how the product is placed and then it also affects how it's blended. But I mean, if you're in a hurry or you just like using your fingers to apply your makeup, this right here, this is pretty amazing. Then I'm going to go in with a SUQQU liquid eyeliner. This is in the shade 102. It's described as a reddish brown. To me, it looks more mauve-y, but we'll see how it looks once I apply it on top of this eyeshadow. So I think you can see it, but it does blend in quite a bit with the eyeshadow here. I do like that subtle effect it has, but it doesn't show it off quite enough. I think it's just maybe too close in shade, if you will. So, because we have another shade here, this is also a SUQQU's liquid liner in the shade 103. This is described as Dove Gray, and I'm curious to see if Dove Gray would also blend right in, but there is more contrast to the shades, like what I have on my eyes and this itself. So I'm gonna put this on the other eye. So this is Dove Gray, and you can see it a lot better, a lot more contrasted, and I think it's pretty. It adds like an extra level of interest because it's so different and visible. I think it's really pretty. So this is 102 Reddish Brown and 103 Dove Gray. With the eyeshadows completed, now I'm going to go into Guerlain's Pearl Glow, and I am putting this all over the face as a finishing powder. So I wonder if you can see the difference. So this side has the Pearl Glow applied all over, and this side does not. You can see a bit of the sheen, but it's pretty subtle. So there is the finishing powder applied all over the face, and it does give you a blurred and subtle radiance. Next, I'm going to apply Victoria Beckham's Matte Bronzing Brick, and I'm using this shade here, the lighter shade. I'm just going to warm up my complexion because I like to use a new makeup to apply contouring after this. So now I'm going to take Goya from Chantecaille's Real Bronze, and I am going to use it as a contour. And by the way, the side I'm using doesn't have blush on it. I like to use this brush as like a multi-purpose. It's actually a foundation brush. And for cheeks, I'm using Chantecaille's cheek shade. This is Smitten. And I'm going to take one last good look at the Elephant Overspray before I dig into it. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. All right, here we go. And so for those of you who have not dug into your cheek shade, if you have one from Chantecaille, this is just with going over once using a brush, and you can see all of the kind of sparkly bits. I have swiped it off. And for lips, I'm using Sisley's Le Phyto Rouge. This is in the shade number 12, Beige Bali. And I just love the Sisley Le Phyto Rouge lipsticks. I love the consistency, the pigmentation is there, and it's very comfortable. So while this is a satin lipstick, I find that it doesn't have quite the sheen as some other satin lipsticks that I have, which is just fine. I think it suits this really well. And the shade you see in the bullet, for the most part, that's what I would get on my lips, and I do enjoy that quite a bit. So this is the finished look. I've applied mascara, and I think my favorite from this try on new makeup are going to be the eyeliners. This is my first time trying SUQQU eyeliners, and even though the reddish brown doesn't quite, it's not quite as obvious as I would want it to be, you can still see how it deepen the upper lash line, and with this wing out, it's really obvious. It just adds definition and impact in a subtle way, and I think it does look nice. And of course, next time I use this, I could or I could choose eyeshadows that contrast against this a little bit so you can see it better. And then Dove Gray 2 is really interesting. I think it goes just fine with this eye shade here. I think it would stand out against a lot of different eye looks as well. So really enjoy these. I find these really fun. I don't really have anything prior to getting this, anything that's not black in terms of eyeliner. So this is gonna add some variety to my eyeliner routine. And I would say after that would be the Sisley Le Phyto Rouge. I just really like this formula. This lip color here is gonna stay put until my next meal, and then I would need to reapply, but it would stay there very comfortably until then. Following Sisley very closely is the Chantecaille Real Bronze in the shade Goya. Now this shade, again, it is much deeper than my skin tone, so therefore I actually cannot use this in the fall and winter time. But recently I did get a lot of sun, and my skin has deepened to the point where I can use this as a impactful contour shade. I just have to make sure I blend it out so that it's not like a harsh line, but this really does give me the definition I was looking for going into it. As I get more color throughout the summer, it'll become kind of easier and easier to work with this as a contour. And then while I wish the overspray would be here forever, I'm still so happy that I got to get into it on camera for you guys, so you guys can see how this shade looks. I think it's so beautiful. It definitely works well with warmer skin tones or deeper skin tones, and it's a very pretty shade. I love this. Love Chantecaille. As for the Guerlain Meteorites, if you saw my haul video, you would know that the last time I had or tried Guerlain Meteorites was like a decade ago. So it's been a long time, and I forgot how much of a scent they have. It's okay, it dissipates really quickly, but when you have this open, you know, the scent does come wafting out. It's not something that I prefer, but I recognize that, you know, Guerlain's Meteorites and the scent, just its signature, goes hand in hand. I do like the overall sheen that it gave me. It's very natural, and I'm gonna wear this for a little bit to see how, once my oils come through, like naturally, how does that interact with the product here. And I'm going to wear this look for a while to see what happens as my natural oils come through. Does the sheen from these meteorites kind of break apart then and it sort of dissipates, or does it stay kind of together and I can just blot off the oil and I'll still have a very nice healthy glow? Yeah, I'm curious to see. I always wondered if these meteorites would work for, you know, combination oily skin. So thank you guys for watching. It was fun to try on this new makeup with you guys. Let me know below what you think of these products. I actually do have more products to show you, so I'm thinking of grouping it together into a second try on new makeup. Well, I will see you guys again very soon. Take care. Bye.